Did you know that toy clutter is one of the top stressors for parents? In fact, 30% report that having too many toys causes tension within their household. But here's the good news. A clutter-free environment can actually help reduce parenting stress. So let's tackle this together in today's decluttering session. We'll work through my kids' playroom, their shared bedroom, closets, drawers, and more. Now, when it comes to decluttering, I like to break the process down into manageable steps. First, I tackle the trash. In the kids' playroom, this means anything that is broken, unusable, or missing pieces. And clearing that trash out right away just helps me to breathe a little bit easier and makes the space feel more manageable. Next, I focus on putting things back into their proper homes. In a simplified home, every item has its own designated place. That is the key to reducing the stress of your clutter. Without a clear home, items just tend to pile up and then the chaos sets in. So giving everything a home is the ultimate game changer for staying organized. Well, I know this is not the most aesthetic piece. I love how practical this thing is. It houses all of their crafts. We have two very crafty girls. They love coloring, drawing, using their imagination. And when my mother-in-law suggested this, I was like, yes, under one condition, like the tray itself must be white because I knew it was going to be full of color. And so they absolutely love it. I love it. Sometimes I do have to come in here and kind of put everything away, but everything has a home. Again, highly recommend these things. I will link it down below. If you have crafty kids, you need it. It's a really great Christmas gift idea. Hint, hint. And yeah, it feels good to have that table cleared off and have this all organized. Now let's move on to the Lego table as well as the drawers. I have no idea what's in there. Brace yourself. Before moving into the Lego section, I needed to get this little table cleaned up and moved out of this space as it doesn't belong in here and it was really cramping up the playroom. Like they couldn't even open up this closet here, which houses their bigger toys. In order to keep the Lego manageable here and make cleanup a lot easier, we have created this dedicated Lego zone. It is a low traffic area just tucked away in the corner of the room where the kids can build on like their little mats to keep it all in one area. As you can see, this other table here has become a total drop zone of Lego, which is just super unnecessary. So we're tackling the Lego clutter today, getting it organized and creating this new system where it stays in this corner. There's those little cubbies there for their built Lego to be displayed, and then the bottom area is a zone where they can pull it out, put it back when they are like working on it. Truthfully, it's not all sorted out, like everything is just kind of thrown into those gray storage containers. And our plan is to actually build out every piece of Lego here when we get on Christmas break. After that, I'll organize the extra pieces. I got the table all cleared off and it feels so much better to have their Lego here. So everything is here that was on the table, a little bit more organized. We have like my oldest daughter's section over here and then my youngest section over here. And then I kind of put just like their figurines over there on display and then the cars there. Again, not the most aesthetic thing. We do eventually want to, I guess, create more cohesion down here when we renovate the basement, but for now this works. So all of their pieces are in here, like all the extra Lego, so they can just take it out and have a workspace right here. You all right?
Really?
Yeah.
This fell off the fridge.
What did? Oh, that's okay. Just put it on the counter. All is good. And then down here, I put all of their people so they can just take them out and put it back. And now everything has a home, and we should be able to hopefully keep it from becoming a total disaster zone again. So I'm gonna kind of clean up in here. I need to wipe the table, I need to vacuum, and we also need to still go through those. If I'm being honest, I almost didn't post this video. It was filmed back in October and I ended up losing half of the footage, and I was devastated because the missing clips captured some of the most dramatic transformations, like the top shelf in the built-in wood area. To give you an idea, it was completely cluttered. Stuff was like literally thrown everywhere. There was no rhyme or reason. It actually took me a solid hour to work through it all, and it was such a satisfying moment when it was finally cleared. I wanted to share this with you because sometimes things just don't go as planned, or they take longer than we expected, and that's okay. I hope that this video still inspires you to tackle your own mess and your clutter, and reminds you that progress, no matter how big or small, is always worth celebrating. Now we're on to a new day, tackling these craft drawers. As always, I'm using my method of emptying it out, throwing away the trash, and then sorting through the rest. I did end up tossing so many markers from their pencil cases because they didn't work anymore. It's always so surprising to me how much space our items take up when they're just sitting there collecting dust. Once you start sorting, it's amazing how much lighter everything feels and how much space you actually have to work with. So speaking of stuff just sitting there, we're tackling this closet, which is super underutilized. I would absolutely love to transform it with an organizational system one day, but we've got lots of other DIY projects lined up before we can even think about renovating this basement. With all of that said, if you are enjoying today's video so far and you are finding value in it, and something is resonating with you, I'd love for you to consider hitting that red subscribe button and join our growing YouTube family. We would love to have you on this simple home journey as we declutter our homes together and just create space for what matters to us. Everything looks so much better and organized now that it is decluttered in here. Down at the bottom, we just have the trucks. They wanted to keep the food truck as well as little Spider-Man back there and the easel. So we put our Paw Patrol tower in the crawl space, and everything else has been moved to its proper home. I moved all of the board games into the spare room closet and put these two baskets up here, and they are just filled with crafts. So we have like Play-Doh, paint, perler beads, there are scrubbies, and just kind of like little things like that. And it looks so much better, again, organized and super decluttered. Very happy with how this turned out. It was so bad before. And if you need a reminder, here's what it looked like before I decluttered in here. Moving on to a recent day, I got the urge to purge again, and we are moving into doing their bedroom drawers and clothes in the closet. I always find that this is one of those spaces where the stuff just seems to pile up without me even noticing. I like to start by pulling everything out drawer by drawer. And honestly, it's always such a mix of things, like items that no longer fit, things that they just never wear, and of course, clothes that are just too worn out. As I go through, I'm asking myself two questions. Number one is, do they wear this? And number two, is it still in good condition? If it's a no, it goes into the donation pile, and it really is that simple. I'm always so surprised by how much stuff we clear out once I actually focus on these areas. And if I'm unsure about an item and if it still fits, I'll just get them to try it on when they're home. Next, I fold and organize what is left. I like to group their clothes by type, so like tops, pants, pajamas, and then I store them that way because it's easy for the kids to access and put away themselves. And they each have their own drawers for like each of those categories. With each item that gets donated or put away, this space truly starts to feel so much more manageable, even for my 5 and 7-year-old. For us, it's all about creating that calm, clutter-free space, even in a small house and a shared bedroom. I challenge you to tackle one drawer with me right here, right now. Let's go. So I have all of my piles here. This one here needs to be put back in their proper homes. I'm not even sure how they ended up in their room. This one is my daughter's yearly Christmas jammies that are sentimental, so they just need to be put in our crawl space, and I plan on giving them to them when they're older. Now, this pile over here is all donations. Socks, underwear, jammies, like you name it, it is in here. None of this fits here anymore, and we even had socks that were size 2 to 4. Like, why? I have no idea. And then this pile over here is the pile that I wasn't 100% sure if they fit or not. So when my youngest daughter got home from school, I got her to try them on, and they did not fit, so they went in the donation pile. Next, we are tackling the stuffed animals. Oh, the stuffed animals. Oh my goodness. They seem to multiply out of nowhere, don't they? Honestly, it's always a challenge for me, not gonna lie, to figure out what to keep and what to let go of when it comes to stuffed animals because they're all just so loved. I start by completely emptying it out and gathering them all in one spot so that you can see the whole pile. Then I sort through them and just see, like, do they actually play with it or is it a favorite? I'll admit some of them are really hard to part with, but I try to keep the ones that spark joy or get the most attention, donate a few of them, and then store the rest for a rotation to keep it from getting too overwhelming. Okay, so I just kind of put a few of their favorites up top and organized the cubbies. Everything is kind of folded. It's just gonna get shoved back in there, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I love this organizational system that my husband built. Maybe eventually I'll put little baskets in, but honestly right now it is super functional for our family. I put all of the rest of the stuffies in here. I know they're not going to want to get rid of them quite yet, so we're just going to put them in our crawl space for now and save them for probably when they are older and want them. And then over here everything still fits my oldest daughter. If you enjoyed today's decluttering session, be sure to check out my extreme kitchen declutter. And other Urge to Purge videos here on the channel. I go through every cupboard, drawer, and countertop in that kitchen declutter video, sharing tips on how to actually tackle the kitchen clutter and create a more organized space. So I think that you'll really like it and find it super helpful if you're looking to simplify other areas of your home too. Remember, the goal is not perfection or getting rid of everything. The goal is progress. Decluttering doesn't have to be done all at once, but by breaking it down into manageable steps, you can make a huge impact in your home. Lastly, if you found today's video helpful, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button to join our growing YouTube family. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.